I've never seen movies like this.
No.
I've never experienced this type of stuff, especially not romance. I've never seen romances. I've never seen this type of stuff, which I didn't even know what it is. A musical romance drama, I guess.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of musicals per se. Obviously, I had to see Waleska performing a ton of them, which is a meme in the house.
It is. It is.
Yeah, because I, sort of sit through them, but it's not necessarily enjoyable. It's just your sisters in them, and you like the bits with your sisters performing in. But I've sort of, after that, I've had to sort of see the analysis of them and review it from a more sort of a cynic perspective, and then also from a fan perspective. And one of the things that like really impressed me was that once we started checking out sort of, the Indian music industry, well, that was really enjoyable in terms of music. That's really damn interesting. That would be interesting to watch the whole movie of that, because I really felt emotions I didn't even know I had.
Yeah.
And then obviously your guys are seeing the full circle, which I think that's why so many people have sort of enjoyed this bizarre journey that you're all following us on. And I think Kal Ho Naa Ho is like the epitome of that, sort of the final, like the coming of terms with the whole journey, from seeing the songs to dissecting it, to try and predict and understand and sort of dissect the musical compositions of them, and then seeing them being put together through geniuses like Shankar Mahadevan, like that trio, ironically enough, of Shankar, Esai, Eloy, I think that's... I've never sort of experienced this type of movies or these emotions. I've never felt so much on the brink of crying in my life so often. There's so many movies like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gam, that also puts you right on edge. Like,
Yeah,
you're
it
like,
does.
fuck me, if you don't feel anything there, you're dead inside.
Oh yeah, totally. And if you didn't feel something, it's because you were obviously
Not paying attention, or
not-
maybe you
yeah.
didn't connect with the piece, which is fine.
is
but,
natural.
But Kal Ho Naa Ho is a very special film. That's probably what the best way to describe it. It is a damn special film, and I still think it's probably one of one. I don't think there's another one like that in the Indian music industry, in the Western cinema. I think forever I'm now on the search for the next, or something that would be like Kal Ho Naa Ho in its
would
own
ignite,
industry.
yeah.
Because this was very damn unique and one of one in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am there with you. This script was beautifully written, and I think similarly to other films that we checked out so far, this actually has a very deep thought process to it, from the blocking of each scene to the choreographing of all the musical numbers, every single reprise that we heard, the alluding of life and the loss of it. It's such a beautiful, well constructed story that throughout the whole movie you are experimenting each character and their losses and their motives. And I think in a lot of Western films we miss that. We lose the opportunity of getting to understand a character's motives and understanding their grievances and the things that move them as people. We see them as floating entities a lot of the times, and actually we don't get to understand a lot of the supporting cast. And in this particular movie, every supporting role is important. It's delicately done and presented in a way that is very human and it's very tangible. I mean, I had never felt so much compassion and love and pain for a little girl in a film that was a supporting
Barely
passing
any
role.
lines.
Yeah, and I think that's the pinnacle example of how beautifully written this is.
You got to understand truthfully and in depth the relationship between Nena and her mother, and the grievances and the character development of her mother. I thought that was
Beautifully executed.
yeah, really beautifully executed. I think in the West at the moment, especially Hollywood, has a huge issue in the whole casting scheme that they have. There's better creators that have analyzed that in depth, and it seems to be fairly political intertwined and the agendas intertwined, and those are things that simply don't interest us that much. My perspective on it has always been the same since I was a child. Doesn't interest me, therefore it shouldn't be in the things that I'm watching, because I'm trying to watch a movie. I'm not trying to get lectured on anything. I'm not trying to unless I'm watching a movie about politics, which that's on me, then you can expect that. And most importantly, it is sort of, again, that's where the whole agendas and stuff plays a role, where it's like, we're just gonna push this character for the sake of pushing this character, which is like, sure, people like that do exist in the world, right? Like they had a kid with disability, they had a girl who was presumed to be an adopted girl, they had a pretty diverse cast in that sense. But it's not like for the sake of diversity, it was for the sake of the plot. They all play a role, and they're all in some sense a catalyst or a medium to tell the story. For example, if there was no Gia, the story and the character arc of both the grandmother, the mother, and Nena falls flat. If there isn't, for example, the girl who can't find love because of physical appearances, right? It's like if that character is not in there, we don't handle the naivety of life. They want to sell you the world, right? It isn't just Nena and Aman and Rohit. It's a world. There is the whole play on cultures and religion. Like, this is one of the most interesting ones that we've seen in terms of religions. There was also that other movie, DDLJ. They also played to it really tastefully and really intriguing. Let us know what you guys thought about it. Thank you so much for everyone supporting. Obviously, Feature Fighter Movie Club members, you're here with us till the end. I don't know how much of this everyone will get to see. Thank you so much for the support. It truly means the world.
You guys are awesome and we love you all very much.
And for everyone, thank you so much. Keep
See you in the
subscribing,
next
keep liking. Goodbye.
Goodbye.